When he was 17, I said, my son's working full time as an electrician. And I said this on Twitter, and I said, he will be making six figures probably by the time he's, 21, 22, 23 years old. And he's going to have no college debt, and he's going to have an extraordinary life, and he's never going to look for work. And somebody on Twitter said, and I'll never ever forget this, yeah, but he'll still just be an electrician. And I thought, oh, you little SOB. When I opened my pool company with my two business partners, I was right out of college, and I was at a family event, and somebody said to me, she said, Marcus, I heard you're going to be a pool guy. I said, yeah. She said, what a waste. Literally. I'm like
Really?
using her exact words. What a waste. I was so flabbergasted. I didn't even know what to say. And of course, there's been a few times over the years where I've had Toby Keith ringing in my ears, how do you like me now? Because, I will travel around the world and people will come up to me like, so you're that pool guy that wrote They Ask You Answer, right? Like, yeah, that's me. so so do I have an affinity towards the trades? You better believe it. I think they're the backbone of the economy. And I also think what's really wild now is that we thought AI was going to hurt blue collar. No, 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 no. AI
Nope.
is hurting white collar, and blue collar is going to have a much longer road in terms of like a runway. I don't think you're going to see a lot of Optimus robots in your crawl space anytime soon. I just don't. I don't anticipate that anytime soon. Could it happen in 100 years? Yes, but I don't expect it happening in the next 20 years. But I think a lot of your white collar friends are going to be looking at you like, man, you were right. I'm sitting here, levied with debt from college, and I can't find a job, within my white collar space, and you're just sitting there, running this incredible, plumbing business or whatever business, and you're happier too. It's also interesting to me, Andrew. I own an agency coaching company with 45 employees, and I got a pool company. I had like 45 employees during COVID too. So I had these two companies during COVID. One all like blue collar, non college graduates. The other one white collar, all college graduates. Guess which one had all the like mental health problems during COVID?